Hey guys, how's it going? For anybody new, this is a timeless reading. All right, we're starting off with the King of Cups here. I'm seeing something that you're focusing on. You could even be trying to like glean some sort of wisdom for something, because I feel like with this, oh wait, hold on, it's not the King of Cups, sorry, these cards are a little bit different. This is the Queen of Cups. I'm seeing here something that you're focusing on, because this person, they're like sort of in a bit of a like prayer meditative position here, like symbolism wise, that's sort of what it looks like. And it sort of seems to like they're looking down at this cup, and so it feels like being in that focused state where one may be trying to like understand something or assimilate with something or glean something. And then I'm also seeing the Queen of Wands here. So we have Queen of Cups and we have Queen of Wands. Yeah, you could even be trying to like get to a certain state even with the Queen of Cups, and like having the Queen of Wands come out after it can be like trying to tap into a particular aspect of your energy too, like maybe wanting to be sure about something or confident about something or able to like step up or do something in a particular way. Like I feel like there's something trying to be attempted to be channeled here. And I'm getting to that, you know what this is. It's just about sort of getting into that like frequency or tuning to that station. And there can also be a dance that you're doing with these two aspects of your energy, like this feminine water energy and the feminine fire energy too. There can be somebody too that you're connecting with here. But for those of you that the focus is just on you, it feels like finding that balance between tapping into the water energy and tapping into the fire energy. So your water energy is about you being emotionally present, feeling what you're feeling, sort of being tapped in, being connected, being present in that way. And then your fire energy is sort of about, it can be like how you express that. So it can be like wanting to come across in a way where you're expressing yourself, but there's also a very like in touch feel to it. And sort of like finding the balance between emanating these two energies. So it's like, I want to firstly, because we're starting off with the Queen of Cups, I want to firstly present in like a compassionate, in touch way, in tune way, where it's like I'm connected with things. And then having this Queen of Wands, it's like I want to still come off in this sort of like charming, even expressive way, or like a confident way, or like a sturdy type of way, and a warm way too, because the fire energy is something that can like attract others in. So it's like wanting to bring that type of element to it as well, which happens by one being themselves. It's like the fire energy is special because there's a sense of authenticity to it. And that's what makes it so magnetic. So it's like being in touch and also being like authentic with the way that you're presenting and doing that in an honest way. Wow, and we have the Queen of Pentacles here too. We got a party. So all the queens except for one right now. Something to be done here. I'm seeing this Queen of Pentacles has a decision to make. but maybe hesitating. So this means that someone can have a decision that they need to make that's connected with their personal life, that's connected with home, that's connected with interpersonal relationships, that's connected with self in some way, finances too. But one is feeling stuck. Having Two of Swords and having the Devil is feeling like needing to do something or needing to make a choice, and even like knowing what that right choice would be, but then like feeling trapped, almost like one can't do that because of this. And it can be like an attachment to something. That being why. Of like, if I do this, what if I lose that? It can be like needing to surrender something here. I feel like there's this part of you that can feel caged in, and there's this aspect of you that wants to express itself, but almost feeling like something has you locked in a way where you can't. But I'm not seeing that like be the case. That can just be how you're feeling. Seems like because there's something emotionally going on. So that can be too why it's important to channel both of these energies rather than just one in singularity. Because having Queen of Cups, it is about being in touch and being compassionate and being connected and being empathetic and understanding. But Queen of Wands is also about, it's about honesty, and it's about authentic self-expression. And Queen of Wands specifically is about us being independent as well. And like knowing that we can do things on our own and being confident about that, about our abilities, about our capabilities. I'm seeing a heavy, heavy attachment here that is making things very, very difficult with the Devil. So it's like something that you're very caught up with in some material sense that's making things a lot more challenging than they would be if this wasn't involved. Okay. I'm hearing Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. Okay. Ten of Wands in the Star is about you holding the light and holding the vision as you're moving through this. So Ten of Wands is about like needing to find the balance here within a situation that may feel a bit overwhelming and stressful. Like you could even feel like you're at your limit here. But this Ten of Wands, because it has both of these things here, it does feel like if you are balancing things correctly, you're going to be able to manage that. Because this person actually doesn't look like they're sweating that much. Like they have a lot going on and they have a lot that they're doing, but they almost seem like, yeah, I got this because I'm like getting organized and prioritizing and I'm balanced. So that may really be the key here. And then having the Star, this is about like remaining hopeful and like keeping your eye on the North Star here, on where you're going. Believing in yourself, keeping the faith, trusting yourself. Trusting also in like the path that you see for yourself too, and know that you're not stuck. It's just a state of mind. And then we have the Chariot. So that's about you overcoming these circumstances and working through them successfully. it just takes prioritizing here. I'm seeing that be important. I do feel like right now, one of the biggest efforts that you're making is to be able to like show up in a way that you feel good about showing up, to express yourself in a way that you feel good about how you're doing that. Because that may not have been what was happening before. Like you may have been leaning so far into your water energy that you were feeling like, you know, with water, it takes the shape of the container that it's put in, and so you could have felt like you kept like bending and molding to things, and like there was even a lack of backbone. Yeah, and that's why Queen of Wands is important, because Queen of Wands has a backbone, and Queen of Wands is going to be like, I like this, or I don't like that, or like this is what I'm thinking and this is how I'm feeling. You know, it's this very just like it or leave it. It's cool if you don't agree with me. It's like that sort of vibe that one gives off. But with the water energy, it can kind of be like, I have a problem with that, or like I don't really like that, but I'm not going to say anything. It can be like very non-confrontational sometimes, but then going off and like brooding about something, or being like or like going through these like very drastic mood changes because we're repressing things. And so that's why I'm getting like you tapping into this aspect of your energy where I'm like looking for a word to be able to properly describe the Queen of Wands, but it's just like that. Like when you show up with a presence, and it feels like very, the importance is that it's not you overdoing it and like really overcompensating with confidence. It's just about you like actually expressing yourself in a genuine way, where you may not have been doing that before because you were like, well, what if they don't like that? Or like minding other people's like feelings and business too much. And now it's time for you to step up in a different way, in like a spicy way, you know? That's like the Queen of Wands. It's like a bold manner even. But again, it's not like a fake bold manner. It's not pretending. Like this is actually how you are. It's just like taking off the masks to express that. There's something here about strategizing that's going to be important as well. Come on. I feel like so much is coming up for you right now that's so just tricky. I'm seeing so much personal growth currently that's happening as well. Yeah, it's really time to focus on strategy and how to move through this. Because before too, like with the Queen of Cups as well, it can kind of be like flowing through something. And as much as that is a good method, it's a good technique, bringing the methods of the Queen of Wands is important as well. Because that's going to give you motivation and fire and passion behind what it is that you're doing. So where Queen of Cups can sort of be like flowing, but maybe like going backwards or like going up and down and maybe not going forward, the Queen of Wands is going to like propel something forward. So it's also about like you having an agenda too, and not just being like, what does everybody else think? This is like, what do I think and what do I want to do here? And I'm also hearing, where am I going to feel happy? So having Two of Pentacles and having the Chariot, it's sort of like figuring out how to work through this. And Chariot is about like moving strategically. And Chariot is also a reminder as well that it may not be like completely linear. It may not be completely straightforward. The Chariot moves in a sort of like zigzag pattern. And so it's about making progress with the moves that you're making, but it may not be just like a straight path. And that's why the Two of Pentacles is here, because it's like, here I can go straight. Here I need to like curve to the other side. Now I need to pivot over here. And it's like slowly making your way like across the board over here with this. Now I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles and I'm seeing the Five of Pentacles. And so there can be like something financially that you're worried about. That's just immediately the feeling that I get. Materially worried about something, which maybe why you haven't that may be what stopped you from doing something, from making a decision even, or from addressing something. Yeah, it feels like a financial or a material worry of some sort. Feeling a lack of support can be. Like if I'm off on my own or out on my own in this way, like am I going to be able to get what I need, find what I need, have what I need, be given what I need, make what I need, like that sort of thing. Because Pentacles are like needs, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. Because Queen of Pentacles is that part of us that likes to be comfortable. And so something may be feeling uncomfortable, like things that bring you comfort, maybe being challenged by this process. But it does, there's a very like material side of this. Which also is to be taken into account as well, because you're not only an emotional being, you're not only an inspired being, you're not only a material being, you know, it's the combination of everything. And just having the presence of these three queens here, it does feel like you could have felt like there were these aspects of you that were separated that are, and now there's a move to integrate them, and especially to get them to work together. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that Five of Coins and Four of Swords feels like maybe something physically needs to happen or needs to take place, but Four of Swords here feels like taking a break because something may be getting to be too much for you. So rather than taking action, this is about like pulling back and doing what you need, even to like soothe. But like Five of Pentacles is feeling like fears and worries about things, but to the point where it may not be functional anymore for you to be trying to do things and move around within this. And so Four of Swords feels like the suggestion to like do what you need to do to ground and soothe yourself. And like relax mentally, or like recharge, take a nap, eat something, drink water, stretch, like that sort of thing. Things that maybe pull you away from this. I do get the vibe that there's going to be like a stepping up that you're doing, and it may be freaking you out a little bit. But I'm seeing you be like also very, very resourceful. Okay, yeah. Some of you, you've been like looking up too many things, or like taking on or taking in too much information, and you need to relax a little bit with that, because I'm seeing things start to get overwhelming here. So what the advice is when you get to this point where you may feel like you start sinking down and like, I'm never going to get out of this hole, or I'm never going to get out of this situation, or like whatever this is that you're thinking about over here with the Five of Pentacles, like not believing in yourself, like all of these limits. When you find yourself in that place, Four of Swords is about checking in that moment and being like, okay, I need to do something to unwind right now. I need to do something to soothe right now. And then once you accomplish that, so once you're feeling grounded, once you're feeling level, once you're feeling like, okay, I'm ready to move through this again, I'm seeing that's when you're meant to like go back into this and do what you need to do. And it looks like when you're at that point where, again, like you're not coming at this from an empty space. This is like you being recharged and back to like battery full or almost full, being in that space as best as you can be for right right now. Then it looks like it's about researching something or finding out something, which feels strategic. It feels like there's something very particular here that you're like getting information on or learning about or like asking questions about. There's something here about like acquiring information, knowledge about like this specific thing that you're doing that is going to be beneficial, that is going to be helpful to you. And be mindful that you're getting things that are helpful to you, because it looks like there's a lot of different places that you could be getting information from, or a lot of different things that you could be exposing yourself to, and you want to make sure that you're exposing yourself to helpful things, to your goals. And when I say that as well, like, you know, sometimes people can give well-intentioned bad advice. And having the devil and having the page of swords, it's like getting advice from the right sources or getting information from the right sources, because the devil can be like, I don't know, say you're going through something and you want to approach it from like an emotionally present standpoint, but the person you're getting advice from is very materially based. They're going to be giving you advice that will connect with that aspect of you, but may not be resonating with the emotional aspect of you that's very important for you as you move through this. So it's about making sure that like the intention space of where you're getting your information from or who you're having conversations with is actually aligned properly for you and not going to dig you further into this situation, okay? Because I'm seeing that be like sort of a be mindful of that, be aware of that. Because I'm getting you be in a spot where you may need to be very open and observant, and you could be absorbing a lot at this time. So it's about being deliberate with what it is that you're exposing yourself to and making sure that it's like basically tuned to the right channel. So that means that if you're looking up information and you start feeling like a bunch of anxiety is coming up, you start feeling really worried, you start feeling like things aren't going to be like paranoid, that sort of thing. It's about being mindful of that and taking a step back from that, maybe going somewhere else. So like that. Because I feel again like this is a mindfulness of there are so many different things and places things can connect with you within you, and you want to make sure that it's like you're tapping into the right stuff here. So from an emotional standpoint, managing mental health stuff, emotional stuff, important. Next thing on the list is about trusting yourself and believing in yourself with the Queen of Wands and the Star. Two of Pentacles and the Chariot is about being strategic and paying attention to how you're moving through this. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, being mindful of where you are limiting yourself and about your limiting self-beliefs or limiting beliefs that are connected with this situation. Two of Swords and Four of Swords can be like, I may feel pressure that I need to make a decision right now, but I actually need to recharge first. So it's about getting to that grounded space before you sort of move forward with this. And then having the Devil and having the Page of Wands is about being mindful of what you are ingesting, especially mentally and energetically. And it can mean too that if you're paying too much attention to stuff outside of yourself, that it's going to very much distract you. Like Devil and Page of Swords can be being very preoccupied with like other people and what they're doing and all of that, and like really distract you from what's going on here. Like really take you away. Because you know the devil is such a temptation, right? It's not like the devil shows up and is like, ooh, spooky, stay away from me, you know, like I'm a bad guy. The devil is very seductive. And so it's something where it's like, I wonder what this person's up to. I wonder what's happening over there. Like curiosity killed the cat. Like that's very much the vibe with the devil and the Page of Swords. It's like not using your discernment when you're sort of taking things in. And this is a reminder to use your discernment when you're doing that. And to back off of something if you feel like it's starting to cling to you or you're getting very obsessive about it too. That's like the vibe with the devil as well, because it can be these like patterns that we get into that it like feels so good when we're doing it, but it's actually like long term going to impact us negatively. Okay? All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.